Last few weeks, social media has been bombarded with the Redz Crispness in July campaign. The movement has been running throughout the month of July, giving people over the age of 18 the opportunity to win awesome prizes, as well as party at exclusive carnivals hosted by Redz. With only a week left and still a lot to be won daily, this is one of the best campaigns put together. For more of this, we're joined by Redz brand manager Mimi Tabete. Mimi, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hey Sam, how are you?
Awesome. Let's talk about this innovation, this Crispness in July concept.
So Crispness in July is actually a brand campaign that's centered around bringing generosity, sharing the joy. Everybody knows that July is very cold, so we try to bring the joy in the moments when people don't want to go out, but we say, join us on social media, interact with us, and let us have conversations, and you could win amazing prizes that we know you actually want to win.
But the innovation really is about bringing the consumer and the brand closer to each other. And I think it really is about also education, isn't it?
Yes, totally. I mean, I think it's very important as a brand to find what consumers really love. And we know our consumers love the prizes, but they also love the brand. So how else but bring that to life through just creating mechanics? We've got amazing artists that we work with to kind of get you in the crispness sort of season. I mean, we do crispness carols, something that no other brand does, and we partner with what we call the Friends of Redz, the Aeon Wolves, the Nasty Seas. So we know by actually bringing these cool kids to actually be a part of our brand campaigns, we're not only speaking to our audience, but actually appealing to people that also love the music.
I can only imagine, I've never been part of a conversation like that, but I can only imagine sitting around the table and working out not only the mechanism of a competition, but also what the ultimate prize will be. Could be a bit of a headache, actually.
It is a bit of a headache, but because we are always on social media, we actually ask our consumers before the campaign. When we ended last year, we asked them, guys, what would you like to see this year? And every single thing that's on the list is what consumers said. Well, actually, sometimes cash is king, so give us cash. Sometimes we want those Polaroids, sometimes we want cameras. So for us, it's really hearing what they have to say, but also aligning it to what the brand actually stands for. We stand for joy. We want people to actually use gifts and prizes that actually will bring them joy in the everyday.
But consumer responsibility is also a big thing, making sure that everybody who enters the competition is of age, making sure that, we tick all the right boxes. What are the kind of things you've put in place to make sure that when Sam Jr. wins something, that is the appropriate age?
So from just a responsibility aspect, SAB is very cognizant of underage drinking. We've got campaigns to drive responsible drinking, campaigns that educate consumers around responsible drinking over the age of 18. But from a social media perspective, we have platforms that are all age gated. So you can't follow us if you're under the age of 18. But over and above that, if you are following us and you're younger, we've got partners like PhoneWorks that actually verify whether or not you are over the age of 18.
You talked about Crispness carols.
Yes.
There's a carnival. Describe the idea behind the carnival for me.
Carnival is one of our most magical campaigns, and now we're actually going into carnival season where we actually travel the country. We go to 6 cities. It takes about 7 months, and we actually get there. We want to talk about diversity. We want to celebrate local arts and culture through carnival. So what we do is we source local artists, local acts to be a part of a carnival procession that will then later on lead to an after party for over 18s only.
Okay, the kind of artists that you've brought in?
We've brought in some of the biggest acts, and again, we go to social media, we go to our consumers, tell us who you want to see. We've had the likes of Ricky Rick, Black Motion, Chat Don Don, Ifani, the list goes on. The guys have been amazing, and this year is going to be our 3rd year of carnival, so it's going to be more spectacular.
Okay. Influence have become really a big thing. The role that influencers play in directing brands and engaging with audiences and consumers. What are some of the influencers that you've engaged with, and kind of what is their mandate? So,
we don't like to call these guys influencers because for us, they're really friends of the brand.
Okay.
These are friends of Redz. For example, right now, the Crispness carols, it's calling a Nasty C and say, hey, Nasty, listen, we've got a actual Jingle Bell song that we want you to come and throw in your own mix. So these guys are so integrated into the brand that they really understand what the brand stands for, but also as a brand, we're very cognizant of what their needs are. So we also go over and above to ensure that For example, a Shimza's event, we know one-man show, we are there supporting him as a local act.
Yeah. Social media seems to be the vehicle that you're driving these interactions with. For me, from my very humble perspective, I feel like social media is still a bit in the wild, wild west. But what are the strategies to make sure that those engagements are authentic?
Oh, brand partnerships. Brand partnerships for us are key. You know, brands can always say, yes, we are cool, yes, we are Redz, follow us. But the second you get other partners actually saying, follow Redz. Redz actually has a
it's
true
kind of
story
testimonial
to
in many
tell.
ways.
Yes, I mean, for now, we were actually featured in our first ever South African film, Mrs. Right Guy. And again, that was a partnership. And it wasn't us saying we support local arts and culture. It was actually the partnership that spoke for us and said, actually, Redz has been with us from the premiere, shooting this movie 2 years ago, and now we've gone live. But they are supporting us, and not just at carnival events, which are brand-led, but we also want to just pay it forward and say, let us know what your interests are, and let us jump on board and have those conversations that matter to you too.
Mimi, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much. Mimi Tabete, she's the brand manager of Redz, talking to us about their campaign, the Redz Crispness in July campaign. You can find out more. You can shoot them at Redz SA, that's REDZ SA, on social media to find out more. We're taking our break. Don't go anywhere.